ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, for the first time since last time, it's that time, right about that time, for your favorite Pokemon challenge and mine. My name is Sebastian Todd III. You may call me ST3, and this is the HeartGold Randomizer Nuzlocke on the channel, episode 8. We have made it through 3 gyms so far, and we have not lost a single Pokemon. We will do a quick team recap if I click the right button. In front with our Soothe Bell, we have Luca, our level 22 Riolu. Quick Attack, Force Sight, Force Palm, and Counter. We have our level 21 Zombie, a Dugong with Motor Drive. Headbutt, Ice Shard, Signal Beam, and Icy Wind. I'll go back real quick. Marvel Scale on our Riolu. Ivysaur, aka Venus, Shell Armor, Sleep Powder, Poison Powder, Razor Leaf, Vine Whip, the moveset. Our level 20 Brodacon, named after Brodacon, who left a comment in the previous episode. We renamed our now Vigoroth. Thick Fat, Resistance to Fire and Ice, Faint Attack, Yawn, Cut, and Slack Off. Baltoy, aka Aiken, with huge power, Confusion, Psybeam, Rock Tomb, and Mudslap. And then Kenya, our Clamperl that we got as a static in the last episode. Magma Armor, prevents the Pokemon from becoming frozen. Clamp, Water Gun, Whirlpool, and Iron Defense. Really just filling out the team for now. At some point, we might add Dodrio back. At some point, we might not. Maybe we'll get something in this episode. We can, of course, go get our Sudowoodo static encounter today. We've got a bunch of trainers to face. So that's our game plan today. A bunch of trainers, Sudowoodo, a couple of encounters. It's going to be a jam-packed episode. We're going to get some more experience and some more money down here first and foremost, and then we are going to head back up to the mart. We're going to get some Great Balls, some Ultra Balls. We'll check out what the TMs are to us. There's a trade on the 5th floor. We'll see what that might be. If we have them on they want and they have something we want, it's definitely worth exploring. So that is going to be kind of the game plan for episode 8 on the channel. Can't believe we are already at episode 8. I keep saying 30 to 45 minutes, and they keep going 50-ish. So we will see on this one where we end up with. We are twice Venusaur's size here. Let's see what a Quick Attack might do. Not a lot. Poison resist. Oh, or I forget. Drink your water. Recycle your bottles. You know, it helps sometimes to remind ourselves to drink water. I will say before I had this water that my wife sent me. I woke up this morning to a ton of food reels for some recipes that she found during her break last night. And she sent me a ton of them as like ideas of what we can throw into our Registeel, into our kind of meal planning ideas. And one of them wasn't specifically meal; it was a drink at Starbucks, not sponsored. I am a Dunkin' Donuts guy, also not sponsored. But the drink at Starbucks sounded interesting. Don't ask me what it is because I have to break out the phone. Oh, I was really hopeful that we were going to kill right there. It turned into a fighting type and used Metal Claw. We should be fine. Yeah, with Quick Attack and get rid of that Registeel. But I did go out this morning after my dentist appointment and picked up one of those for her. She's a night nurse, but she had to go in today for some office hours. She's at work as we speak. So I picked her up the Starbucks coffee and one for me as well, and it was actually pretty good. It's a lot of like caramel and vanilla and cold foam, and I don't know, but usually I'm the complicated drink order. But she found that and really liked it. This is a Wobbuffet, aka the Lock Killer. So let's take a look at some of our moves here and come up with a game plan. Because Venus is probably our best bet because we can put it to sleep or we could poison it. We can put it to sleep with Brodacon, stall out by healing ourselves. Yeah, I think that's the way. And then we can feint attack it. We're high enough level that one feint attack should kill, but we definitely want Wobbuffet asleep. We definitely don't want Destiny Bond on the Wobbuffet. We also don't want Safeguard, but we already got the Yawn in, so if you want to Safeguard now, that's on you. This won't do anything, but that is okay with us. It should still fall asleep because we got the Yawn in. It did. Okay. I'm going to say. And because Destiny Bond is no longer active, we should be fine to hit a feint attack. This should one shot. If it doesn't, it should two, as long as it doesn't wake up turn one and counter us. We're fine. All right. Held my breath there. Wobbuffets are never, ever fun. Even in a randomizer where they don't have Shadow Tag or Arena Trap, whichever one everybody gets. And you can switch out. Always terrifying because if they'd woken up right there and countered, we'd be gone. Or Destiny Bonded. We'd have been gone. So, well, maybe not. With Destiny Bond, we could have just slacked off. But we got through it. We're not going to worry too much about it. We move on. We keep going. This is a good start for our Riolu because we are super effective. One of the recipes that she often makes was not part of the reels, but it's usually in our kind of rotation anyway. Porygon Z can get Psybeam, so I was a little nervous, but we one shot, so I'm not going to take that. Pinsir. We don't really have anything super effective against Pinsir, and it might get a fighting type. I think the only fighting type move it would have by now is Seismic Toss. But it's also good to throw out our Broticon because I believe Broticon is holding our Amulet coin, which is going to get us some extra money from this fight. But one of the recipes that my wife typically cooks is a kind of like a chicken curry soup thing. So she sent me the recipe that she based like her version of it off of, and I will attempt my version tonight. Yes, we have Baltoy on the team Aiken, who can eat up electric moves, but so can Zombie with the motor drive. So we're going to use Zombie and get some extra experience on Zombie. In the next episode, we're going to get Surf, which is going to make Zombie even better. We're going to get Strength, which is going to make Broticon even better. So, looking forward to that in the next episode. And as we saw from the gym, we weren't over leveled. We were pretty near on level. Well, we were a little over leveled, but we're only 2 or 3 levels ahead, so it's not like we are getting way ahead of our Pokemon here and our enemies. We're high enough level. Yes, Jinx is Psychic type, but she's also part Ice type. Yeah, and we're definitely way over leveled compared to these trainers here. Raikou. Now again, I could use Zombie because Motor Drive and we would take any electric attacks that it has, but I want the Amulet coin to pop here and give us a little extra money. So we're going to do that. And wow, Cut does a lot. We got speed. It goes for Leer. Doesn't even want to give us any kind of damage. Which we're fine with. We're not going to complain about that. And that is the underground taken care of. We take that. 4 up, 4 down. While we're over in this part of the world, I will sneak up here. And we will get the water bottle so that when we do go up, we can get the encounter with what is typically a Sudowoodo. And then we're going to come down here because we're sort of going up and fighting all those other trainers up there. We're going to come over here. We're going to see what Mom has sent us. Mostly berries, maybe a potion or two. And then we're going to go up to 5th floor first and foremost. We're going to see what kind of TMs might be available to us. We're going to sell off some stuff. We're going to see what the trade could be. Very rarely do the trades line up where we have the Pokemon that they want. Even rarer that we have the Pokemon they want and they have something worth trading for, but worth checking out. Drowsy for an Aerodactyl. I would make that trade. I don't think we have a Drowsy, but if we do in the box, I will totally make that trade. So we'll start by selling. We're not going to use Tackle on a Pokemon. They're going to learn Tackle of their own accord. We will get rid of the Tact. We already have Poison Powder on our Ivysaur, so we'll get rid of Poison Gas. And we'll keep these for the time being. Yeah, it helps power up things, but we'll get rid of that for now. We're going to save the power herb. Oh, we didn't grab the HP up. So we'll grab that and sell that later too. We'll sell the rare candy rather than using it. So that's around most of what we can sell. Let's just see. Flattery is used to confuse the foe. No. We don't want a sandstorm. We don't want ourselves to faint. We're not going to meditate. That is probably Stomp. Ice Punch. We don't need that right now because we have Dugong. Zombie is already pretty well stacked with ice moves, but it's good to know it's here. A blood draining attack, the user HP is restored by half the damage taken by the target. That sounds like Leech Life, guessing by the buggish color rather than the grass. Power, attacks, recoil sharply reduces the user's special attacks. Not sure what that would be. Um, I don't think this is Sucker Punch because Sucker Punch is Ghost. Yeah, it might be because this is Mimic. I think we'll hold off on any TMs for now. We got a couple of decent TMs in our bag if we need them. But Ice Punch is definitely good. If you saw a TM in there and you're like, no, Sebastian, you're wrong. That TM is really Devil's Night. Shout out to an old black 2 white 2, black and white, Soul Link. From original 151 and United Gamer, aka Vinny and Dylan. Let me know in the comments, and I will go back and we'll pick it up. We'll do 15. 10 grape, 10 ultra, 15 great. How are we on Pokeballs? We already have a bunch in there. So we'll go pick up a couple extra potions for now. All we can get is 3, that's fine. I'll get us up to 10. 10 potions, over 20 Pokeballs, 15 Great Balls, and we at 10 Ultra Balls, I think. And just for me, I like to organize my bags so that the things I use most often are near the top. So we use Super Potions before we need the Hyper Potion. And we'll put our Pokeballs in order as well. So that they are Poke Great and Ultra. Interesting that during stuff like that, it's not as easy to commentate because you're thinking, Great Ultra Poke, Great Ultra Poke, Poke Great. Oh. The other great thing about the Sudowoodo encounter is it can be, I think, anything. I don't think it's going to be a legendary, but it can be almost anything else. A Metagross would be phenomenal. Hard to catch, but we take it. We get some Pokemon that can put it to sleep, take some hits. We don't have a Ghost type, but we might get one before. There's a handful of trainers coming up, and then we've got 4 encounters, including the Sudowoodo. And then after the Sudowoodo, there's one more encounter up above. We get into the new town. There's some hidden items. We can get, let's get the HP up so we can sell that next time we go to a mart. We're not going to make a special trip pack right now. But we can get a couple special items. We can get Surf. We can get Strength. There's the Burnt Tower, where there's another encounter there. There's a fishing encounter in the town above. There's a fishing encounter to the route beside, which we can do before Surf. There's the cave. There's a ton of stuff. So this episode, we're going to get 4 to 5 encounters here. We're going to get probably 4 or 5 in the next one. Probably take on a gym in the next one. Ooh, Heracross has Rough Skin and then Fury Attack, which is probably the move we just saw up in the mart that hits repeatedly with like a horn or something. So we will let him Fury Attack us and don't crit us, but you can hit us 2 to 3 times, and we will then use the counter. As long as you don't get another crit, we're fine, and this might kill now that we've... That did nothing. Wow. Wow. Level 15, I don't think it has a fighting move yet. I think 19 is when it gets... 19 is when it gets Brick Break, right? We don't care about Endure. It just keeps it alive at 1. I don't think it resists cut. You know what I could have done is, well, we could have actually trained up Dodrio and we would have had super effective, quad effective flying move on it right there, but that worked out fine. And since we're one trainer in and we're not that far away, we will bike back to the Pokemon Center and heal up. On our way. Let's just check the friendship. I don't know what all the friendship ones mean, but she's going to say at some point, oh, we really trust you. Sort of happy, I think, is like the second to last, and then or third to last, maybe, and then there's one in between. Oh, it seems to kind of like you, and then there's one that's like, I really trust you. And really trust you is what we want with our Riolu, because that means friendship is pretty high. And then I think Riolu is high friendship in the day, because they want to make it complicated for us. I'd love to put the amulet coin on Riolu, so we can lead with it, but we have the shell ball, I think it is. Whatever he's holding now just makes him friendlier, and that's what we want because that's how he'll evolve. Let's get back on the bike. There are 5 more trainers directly on 35, and then 2 over there in the grassy area. This is not a double battle, weirdly enough. Bronzor definitely has at least confusion at this level, so we will spare Riolu. We'll take the hypnosis, that's okay. Typically, Vigoroth doesn't get it, but both Slack Off and Slacking get the Truon. So every other turn they don't do anything. Be interesting if they could create like a Pokemon ability, and maybe there is one already, and I just don't know about it. Where, yeah, it slacks off every other turn, but like Slack Off, it gains health back. So every other turn, just naturally it gains health, and I don't mean kind of like, what's the new Pokemon? Arabola, the small of evolution that you hit it and it like seeds sower or something like that, and it heals everybody. But no, like combine True and Slack Off, and every other turn you're just getting a little bit extra. Now, it would have been nice if we didn't hurt ourselves in confusion because we're probably have to use Slack Off in the next turn now. We don't need it. Well, if we get a crit here, then I'm going to look like the biggest fool because we'll lose Vigoroth. Right. We also have to break through and missed. So this should take down the Bronzong. Almost said Bronzor. What is Bronzor? Bronzong is the evolution. I was right the first time. I should have trusted my instincts. Meta-type. So that is fighting and psychic. I think we're going to stick to our Vigoroth and Faint Attack. I think this is super effective. Might one-shot. Might not one-shot. But it will two-shot. There is still this trainer, the one you can see to the left. 3 right above us, although one of those is a security guard who only fights us at night. There are 4 in the bug catcher area. There are 2 right before Sudowoodo. There are 2 in the grass, so we're going to get a lot of trainers in here today. That's fine. Another Pokemon with rough skin. This route is filled with. We're got all these trainers done. We've got the encounter to our right in the grass. I would fish, but the encounter is usually a little bit higher level than 10. Croc, and that would be great. There's like the bug catcher area. There is the um, area just before Sudowoodo. And then Sudowoodo itself makes 4. I was trying to go through my head and be like, what's the fourth one? I said there were 4. Sudowoodo. I'm a little bit concerned because this thing might have explosion and we don't have anything super effective on it. But we'll send out Brotacon because Brotacon is our strongest mon. We'll see what a cut does. It's steel, so it probably won't do a ton. Ooh, at 2 shots. That was a crit. I feel like we're going to 2-shot anyway, so I won't slack off right here. Yeah, we're fine. Okay. Charmander. Now, if we had an ice or a water type move on Aiken, or not on Aiken, on Zombie, we would use the water type move. But we haven't used Aiken in a while. We are 5 levels higher. That's a terrible ability for a Charmander. Thankfully, the Charmander would evolve. Charmeleon and obviously Charizard, because Drizzle on a fire type is terrible. Excuse me. But Aiken is prepared. It's been a while since we used Aiken. So nice to see Aiken get a little bit of love in this episode. Speaking of Aiken, there is Claydol. And we do have something. Ice is super effective on ground, so we are going to be fine. Zombie, the MVP of the early run so far, mostly for that second gym, and probably because I dissed it by accident, saying we need a stronger water type because I misclicked there and went for it. But it's level 2. If I had been paying attention, level 2, we could have just kept in Riolo. But I guess better safe than sorry, right? We're going to keep in Zombie because Ice is super effective on grass. And though we love Ivysaur, we have our own. That's nice of it. That's nice of it to Leech Seed us. Ooh, that does a lot. We should one-shot it, and then we can switch out, which will get rid of the Leech Seed. Yep. Mew. This will be a good place to bring in Brotacon. Again, shout out. Thanks for leaving the comment. Thanks for the likes. Like I said, hit like on this if you enjoy it. If you're enjoying the series, if you are forgiving of some of the layout issues, some of the editing issues, some of the audio issues, some of everything, hit the like button, and I appreciate that if you do. If you don't, that's fine too. Thanks for watching this far into the video. Leave a comment with some constructive criticism down below of how I can make it better. And do know that I'm not just throwing these up willy-nilly. I am between episodes trying to get a couple banks so that they can go up, but also trying out some different things. As you may have seen in episode, was this 8, I think? So episode 5 did not go the way I wanted it to. Had a lot of tech issues in trying a different software to record that. And then episode 6 that did not go terribly, but did not go the way I wanted it to. So we are back for episode 7 and 8 with the way we did the first handful of episodes on the channel. And then we will see about getting better with maybe some editing software and stuff like that. But in terms of recording it, we're going to record it the way that has worked. Because I would rather do that. I would rather it work and then figure out the editing stuff after the fact than not get the stuff up the way we want. So, and the way the episode was 6 went up, it's all one video, so I can't isolate the camera. At least I can't. I don't know how to do that kind of stuff. So, it is what it is. This would be scarier if we weren't so much higher of a level than it. And since we one-shot, it really isn't scary. Theon, we don't. Oh, we do have Ivysaur, which could do pretty good damage to it. But we're gonna keep in Luca because I think if we can take this down, we're gonna get some decent experience points out of it. Counter's not gonna do anything for us as long as we don't hit ourselves in confusion, which we do. Ooh, we did a lot of damage to ourselves. Luca's going to get enough to bump to 25. Maybe we've gotten the friendship level high enough with these battles. I doubt it. But when you gain levels, it gives you friendship too. I think friendship wouldn't be terrible if it was easier to build. If it wasn't just like steps and battles and using items. And I guess we could use the HP up on it because that would technically bump it. But if it's like clearer on what does it, and there's a better way to tell the friendship level. I mean, there's the woman in the town below we can go to, and she gives you an idea where you're at. And I think it would just there's an easier way to track friendship. It would be better, and clearly not quite there yet because we did not level up. We're gonna go heal up though before we continue on, just more for PP than anything. Because if we run out of moves, we can't kill things as easily. And we have plenty of Pokemon, we should be fine. But as I've said 1,000 times, better safe than sorry here. We got plenty of time left in the episode. We are 26-ish minutes in, so 10 more trainers. As long as they don't have anything ridiculous on them, we should be fine. And there's a good chance that we're going to, let's buy some more balls. Well, we're right here. We're right beside it. We can sell the HP up. We just got some money through all those trainer battles. And who knows what we're going to see in the wild. We might see a legendary that doesn't have explosion. That would be good. Nothing we can sell there. Yeah, we can sell. I really didn't get much else we could sell. That's okay. We could get 5 more Ultra Balls. We can get 10 more Great Balls. So we'll do that. All right. So there we go. 10 more Great Balls. So now we got 20 something Pokeballs. I think 25 Great Balls, 10 Ultra Balls if it's something really broken. I'm trying to think what would be great right now. A good fire type would be nice. A Charmeleon. I don't want Drizzle on a Charmander. Wouldn't be bad. I would happily take any of the Blaziken line. That would be great. The Infernape line doesn't really learn a lot of great fire moves in this gen or in this game, so maybe not that. But if that's what we get, we'll take it. It'd be hard to say like a Growlithe or a Vulpix because we would need the Firestone to evolve it, and then likewise Growlithe or Ninetales, we would need some TMs probably to get some really good fire moves. So maybe like a Typhlosion or something on that line would be great. We'll see. We'll see what we get here. Nothing yet. Let's see, Master Ball, 5 classes. Powers up Dark type moves. If we weren't already using the Amulet Coin on Broticon, our Vigoroth, that might be a good one. I was gonna say we're not gonna get an encounter. All right, let's see what we got. Not a good fire type, but Luxio is phenomenal. Good electric type. Probably worth getting rid of Clamperl for. I don't think Quick Attack kills, and then we'll switch in to put this thing to sleep. It looked like for a second, this is probably just like a trick of my mind. It almost looked like it was starting to speed up as it hit the yellow. I was like, oh, come on, no. Put this Luxio to sleep. And we'll throw some Pokeballs. Boom! First ball Bassy strikes again. We'll take that. Future Luxray on the team. Good, strong electric type with some good coverage with some dark moves like Bite and eventually Crunch. I am lazy on the nicknames with this and often just name them Lux. So that's what I will do there. Before we fight this person here, we're going to grab this Pokeball. Flash, which is typically TM70. You usually get that at the Bellsprout Tower. There's really no need for Flash in this game, so we will have a TM to sell. All right, Delibird, we're not too afraid of. Ice and Flying, but we should be able to take this down with a Force Bomb. No offense to Shady Penguin. But shout out to Shady Penguin. I'm currently doing a Road to Rank in Scarlet and Violet, which is phenomenal. If you haven't checked it out, go to his channel. Give him a watch. Oh, this is wonderful for us. Zangoose, we are also super effective against. Zangoose is one of the great, I love the design of Zangoose. I love the look. The moveset's phenomenal. I love Zangoose. I cannot keep them alive in Nuzlocks. I think everybody has that Pokemon in a Nuzlocke that you just, for some reason, if it's on the team, it doesn't seem to want to stay on the team for long. And I apologize to Zangoose because I love Zangoose. I just think it's a well put together Pokemon. And for some reason, I can't keep it on my team for a whole playthrough. Maybe I should play like a Zangoose lock at some point down the line. The run is only going until the Zangoose dies. When Zangoose dies, the lock ends. Maybe that'll help me out a little bit better. I don't know. Here in our little bug catching area, we've got the 4, and what I try to do is see if I can beat all 4 for no reason other than it's always interesting. Without using Repel, can I face all 4 of the trainers in the grass without getting my encounter? It's just a fun little game I play. It has nothing to do with anything other than having some fun with the game. Coughing, we're not too worried about because we have Aiken. It might have self-destruct. I don't think so. I think that's really only a cough or a wheezing move. But just in case, I hate to lose Aiken with pure power, but he's also or a huge power, but he is also our super effective Mon against coughing. Boom, one shot. So yeah, Aiken coming through in this episode. We get to level 26 too. Again, I don't quite think our friendship's probably high enough, but every level gives us a chance to see a Lucario. And we got enough trainers in this episode. That could still very well happen in this episode. We will not get to even 2 of the trainers, but our next encounter is a Kangaskhan. That is a very good normal type. If we did not already have a future Slacking on the team, this would be on the team almost certainly, especially with stab strength. I'm not. Yeah, we're going to Aiken because I think a Confusion doesn't kill. We're still pretty lower level. And I don't think it has Bite yet, so I think we're okay. I was really checking to see, Mud Slap is even weaker, I think. To see if we had Hypnosis on this, because I'm pretty sure it gets it. Mud Slap did nothing. But it lowers the accuracy. Even though it's going for Fake Out right now, which doesn't do anything to us, because it's not the first turn. So we'll just keep Mud Slapping. It doesn't do a lot, but helps us weaken it down, lowers the accuracy. We can get the switch into Ivysaur in a little bit. See if Venus can't put it to sleep. As long as we don't get a crit, we can get one more of these off. We got a crit, naturally. I got greedy there. I could have switched in, put it to sleep, had it in yellow in the sleep. That's okay. We have Slacking. It's not like Kangaskhan was going to be on the team. It would have been a backup, but would have loved to have that. Sir, behind you. There we go. I guess it doesn't really matter now because we encountered the Kangaskhan and then lost the Kangaskhan, but it's still kind of fun to see how many of these trainers you can get to turn to you. I don't know why. It's just like a little mini game I play. But let's see. What could this thing have that could hit us? I don't know if it's got much physical. Bug Bite maybe later. Absorb is special, so counter wouldn't have done anything. We went the right way with Quick Attack, and I think, yeah, one more will kill. And every Pokemon we can take down with Luca means that we keep all the experience points. Oh, brother. All right, we're not afraid of this. Zombie was our way to go last time. This time we are going to Broticon because we have Feint Attack on it. We're not risking Riolu to that. This is our best bet. Barrier is going to mean this doesn't one-shot. I didn't think it would to begin with, but now I'm hopeful it will two-shot. Nope, it won't. All right. I, for a split second, thought I should yawn. I'm going to do that now. Swift doesn't do a stupid crazy amount, but does more than I'd like it to. How much does Confusion do? Oh, wow. A lot. How much does Cut do? Nothing. Cut does nothing. Oh, we need the Disable to wear off, and then the Barrier to wear off. Preferably on the same turn, so we can Feint Attack it and try to take it down. All right, the Disable is gone. The Barrier is still up, but if we can get this off, and hopefully the Barrier goes down maybe after this turn or the next. Was that a crit? No. Stays asleep, doesn't matter about the Barrier. We got this. Broticon comes through. All right. A Dark type would be good too to have on the team. Trying to think of what a good Dark type might be that we could get. If we can get an Eevee, I'm pretty sure Eevee itself learns Bite, which is the best Dark move really that Umbreon can get without TMs. Oh, yeah, I can't ride the bike in this grass. And that we could build the friendship up on that too. We have the friend balls, and the shell bell, or the soothe bell. The soothe bell, sorry, not the shell bell. So we could do that. That could be a strat to get a good Dark type. Ooh, I didn't think that's gonna one shot. I really thought we were looking at two. We'll take it. As I was trying to say before, Mewtwo so rudely interrupted us. Every Pokemon we can take down with Riolu gets us one step closer to Lucario. So that's what we're trying to do. Wow. We have encountered so many legendary Pokemon in this run that other trainers have. And the two that we have encountered that could have been on the team were Reggies that can blow up and kill us. I think Ishard might one-shot. We're high enough of a level, it's quad effective against a Rayquaza, Ice and Dragon. It would be great to run into a Rayquaza. We don't have a ton of Pokeballs, relatively speaking. We don't have a Master Ball yet, but we could put it to sleep and we could try. We could try. I'm not sitting in there against a Reggie that's going to explode and see if we can get lucky and possibly lose a Pokemon. It's not worth it. The Reggies are okay. The movesets aren't phenomenal. Interesting that we one-shot a Rayquaza but not a Golbat. I guess because it's quad effective. Golbat's part poison and flying, so it's only super effective. But and for those of you watching, if you don't know, certain Pokemon have types are super effective against others, so they're stronger against others. Some are less effective, some aren't effective at all. And then there are some Pokemon like Rayquaza, who is flying and dragon. Both of those typings are weak to ice. And so we call that quad effective. And no offense to Mom, we are going to ignore her calls. Don't ignore your mom's calls in real life. But in the game, she is just calling to tell us that she found a present she just couldn't pass up, and she sent it along via a courier to the local mart. So whatever Pokemart we go into next time, that little dude with the red will be in there and have something for us, like a Pokédoll, a berry, or a Moonstone. Not that we've encountered anything with a Moonstone yet. Haze. Again, something good we can sell. I feel like we are at 40 minutes, so this is going to time out pretty well with a couple more trainers and the Pseudo Widow encounter. We got 2 more encounters, 2 more trainers. And we can save the 2 double battles and that encounter for the next episode. And then depending on what we get in these next 2 encounters, Pseudo Widow and this little section we're going to now, might be worth me actually training up between episodes, like I promised. I got that. Like I said, I was going to do with the Dodrio, but maybe get the new team member up. At this point, it looks like it's going to be Luxio. See if we can get Luxio up to like level 20, maybe get our ball toy up to level 20 to catch up with the rest of the team. If we get something better here, Clampearl's just a placeholder. We kind of know that. No offense to Clampearl, we've got a better water type on the team. Let's see what we get. 2 trainers, 2 encounters, and then we will wrap it up. So this is probably going to fake out. Just in case it didn't. Force Palm will kill. We're 12 levels higher. It's super effective, yeah. Ra-ta-ta. We're going to counter here, just in case this thing goes for quick attack. It didn't, so we do nothing. There's a quick attack. It shouldn't kill us. Wow, I'm surprised it did so little. We could have countered again. And if we don't kill here, we probably will. But we do kill here. Will this get us to 27? No. We'll Kricketot. Theoretically. My big fear with Kricketot is Bide, which it starts going for, but we clearly will take it down with this second quick attack. And get to level 27. This is probably our last best chance for a Lucario in this episode. Is the friendship high enough? Luca doesn't like us. Luca doesn't want to evolve yet. That is on Luca then, because I don't know what he wants from us. I know he doesn't want us to lose him to a Lucario. That I am sure of. So we will switch in Brodicon and use our Feint Attack. We could have used Signal Beam. But this works out well. Kinesis drops accuracy. Feint Attack doesn't miss. So, booyah. Kinesis, all you want, Kadabra. Kadabra would be great to have on the team, too. We wouldn't say no to that. Not that we want to replace Aiken our ball toy, but Kadabra is a better psychic type. And we've got Electric Immunity in our Dugong, so just saying. All right. We are going to, because we're not facing any trainers right at the moment, we just get 2 encounters. We're going to put Venus, our Ivysaur, in the front so we can get Sleep Powder. Nice quick encounter right here. What do we get? We have this already. You can see the little Pokeball up there. We already have a Miss Magius. Miss Magius? We already have one of these. It's in the PC. So we're going to re-encounter. See if we can get something we don't already have. We have a Banette. So again, good example in Nuzlocke Ruse. We already have both of these Pokemon. Little Pokeball there, symbol. So we can re-encounter until we encounter something we have not yet caught on the team. It's called Dupes, Duplicate. Loudred, we'll take a Loudred. Not super broken. Not going to replace our Vigoroth on the team, because Slacking is way better than Loudred or Exploud when Loudred evolves. But it's a good backup Pokemon. Heaven forbid we mess up and lose our Vigoroth. I don't think Vine will kill. It's a weaker move. Oh, no, we could probably even hit it again, but we saw how well that went with Kangaskhan. So let's throw some balls. We'll throw a Pokeball. we need to resort to some Great Balls, we will, but let's throw a handful of Pokeballs first. 1, 2, 3. First ball Bassy, yet again. That is 2 for 3. We should have just thrown a ball at Kangaskhan, because first ball Bassy in this episode. We'll take it. Loudred will go to the box. It is a giant speaker-type Pokemon, so I like to name mine Beats. These are not Beats by Dre. I'm not that bougie yet. I would be if I could afford to be, but I can't. So, but we'll name it Beats because good speaker system. Sometimes I name it Bose. And then let's get our Sudowoodo encounter and wrap up the episode after this. Let's see what we get. Hoping for a good fire type. Good fire type would be good. That is not a fire type. That is a Rhyhorn. But we have the Protector. I'm pretty sure I didn't sell it. So that could be a Rhyperior. Baltoy is nice to have, but when it evolves, it's going to lose huge power. This might end up on the team. We cannot hit it with Vine Whip because it's quad effective against a Rhyhorn. So we're just going to put it to sleep, and we're going to see if we can catch this Rhyhorn here. You know what? We're going to even throw. We're going to throw a Great Ball and see if we can't catch this early with it asleep. 1, 2, 3. Ah! Could have gone 3 for 3 on the first ball. No such luck. That's okay. We got a couple. We're gonna make this work. I like Baltoy because of the psychic typing as well. And huge power right now. 2 balls. Alright, I only took 2 balls to get the Rhyhorn. We will take that. But Rhyperior with Rock to help us against flying. Ground type. This might be the way to go. This might be the good way to go. Let me know in the comments below. And what I will do is between episodes, I will train up Baltoy. So we're at level 20 across the board here. I'll train up Lexio. And let me know in the comments below. A future Rhyperior, because we have the Protector. Or a future, oh my gosh, whatever Baltoy evolves into, which I'm blanking on. What do you guys think would be the better option long term? So let's give this thing a powerful nickname because it's going to turn into something powerful for sure. And you know, I'm actually going to pull up real quick on the phone in the previous episodes because, like I said, we've gotten some folks leaving some comments, so I want to name it after you all wherever I can. And if I were smarter, I would have had this already pulled up. So let's go to the very first episode here. And Denny P67, I know she mentioned a Diglett. This is not a Diglett, but oh no, did we freeze? The ROM has frozen. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we will figure out how to get this back. And if I can keep this, we will keep it, keep the gameplay wise. Otherwise, I will figure out how to get us back here, everything the same as it was. We will name this after Denny P67. Even though it's not a Diglett, it is a ground type, so hopefully she'll take that. And yeah, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, until next time.